everybody, it's Jennifer. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to switch up here a little bit. I've decided that I'm going to move the weekly book talk to Thursdays instead of Friday. And then Friday will be Color With Me videos. So, with that being said, that's what I decided to do, and I apologize if I screw you all up, because you've gotten used to me having them out on Friday, and I apologize. So, because I felt it was just easier. Don't ask me why. I tried to break it up, and with floss tube or diamond tube or color with me in the middle, and I just can't seem to get into a routine. So, with that being said, again, welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching, and we are going to work on my daughter's, she got this for Christmas, and she started working on it. It's called Butterfly Explosion. It was given to her by another creator and a subscriber, and she started working on it. She got overwhelmed. There is a lot of confetti in this. I mean, you guys can probably tell. I mean, this is just nothing but confetti hell. So she got kind of, I guess, frustrated. So she brought it out to me and said, "Mom, please." So anyway, if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you like, the video, please subscribe. So let's get going, and we'll talk about books and all that kind of junk. So, before we do that, just wanted y'all to know, I have never in my life seen a video that takes so long to upload. It took 3 flipping hours last night to upload a video. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? So, yeah, I wasn't none too pleased. And I let it go, and that was the end of it. Alright, hold that thought. Sky, there is a container down here on the floor. Can you get it for me? Thank you. So, okay, sorry, my container fell. So, now we'll get on to books. You guys remember I was talking about how I started reading Deeper Than the Dead by Tammy Hogue. Let me tell you, that book, oh my God. It's like, if you don't pay attention and read, because I know some of us, I used to do this, skip pages, whatever. You have to really pay attention. I mean, oh my gosh. And they think, okay, I don't remember where I told y'all I left off last week, but a recap is 3 students found a dead woman's body. She was decapitated, I do believe. I can't remember. Anyway, I have to read the back of the book, and I don't have the book with me. Anyway, they found her eyes were glued shut, and so was her mouth. So the police start to investigate, and one of the detectives keeps telling the chief and everybody that there's similar murders in 3 different towns, and I think 2 different counties. And of course, the chief doesn't want to hear it. He doesn't, I guess he's terrified or whatever, but he just doesn't want to deal with, you know, the drama, what have you. So they start investigating it, and where I'm at right now is the teacher is at her home, and she's watching the news. And she lives with her father, but her father and her are like, they have this, I don't know what you want to call it, I guess love-hate relationship. I'm not sure how to describe that. But, so she, it's on the news and all this kind of stuff. And now I'm at the point where she's being interviewed by the detective, and so are the children. So the children are in the conference room individually and talking to the detective, and a lot of the parents, there's a couple parents that seem to, I think that, how do I put this? Maybe once I explain it, maybe you understand. Even though their children witnessed this dead body, they're more concerned about themselves. So it's a pretty good book so far, and I'm enjoying it. Of course, you know, I haven't been doing a very good job of keeping up on reading it. The other one that I started, and I think I told you all this, was I started listening to was Lie to Me. I haven't even listened to it. It just, like I said before, when I was listening to it, the narrator's voice was creepy. And I don't know if that's why I haven't listened to it anymore. But he's just really, really creepy. And it just kind of, I don't know how else to describe it. So that's that one. Then, of course, I told you all that I started, you know, I was reading another book, The Winds of War by Herman Wouk, and I had stopped reading it, and I started reading it, picked it back up yesterday, and the history behind that book is my mom and dad, now of course my dad loves to read, so does my mom. I don't think she reads as much as she used to. And anyway, I guess, I can't remember, I think I had asked my dad if he had anything to read. At the time, he was just getting into Tom Clancy, and I think he was reading the first Tom Clancy book. And he comes over to me and he says, "Here." And I said, "What is this?" And he said, "This is," and he told me, you know, he explained to me that, you know, told me what it was called, and he said, "This is a mini-series on TV." And I have been watching a mini-series. He says, the mini-series is based on the book. So I was like, ah. So I watched the mini-series before I read the book, or books. And I'm one of these ones, I don't know why, and I know I've probably said this before, I'm not sure, but I'm into historical things like the Civil War, World War II, World War I, and these books are based on World War I and World War II, I think. And I just find those things, I guess some of the stuff in there is very educational, and I just like reading that kind of stuff. So it's it can be educational, but the Winds of War, and I forget the War and Remembrance, is about the Henry family. You have the father, the mother, and of course the three children, and how they go through I think it's World War One. I'm not sure, I have to look back, but they go through the war and how they, cope as a family, and, how they find, I guess, love with each other or whatever, and how they deal with, the war, and Hitler and all their, major drastic family drama issues. And of course, they deal with the Jew, with, the hatred of the Jews and all that good, lovely stuff. And I mean, that kind of stuff, like, is, I don't want to say fascinates me, but it's just, knowing that my grandfather was in World War II, it just makes me, I think that's one reason why I am like I am when it comes to historical fashion. Or historical, fiction like that. So it's, and not only that, with him being in the World War II, that's why, one reason why I like reading stuff like that. So, then I was, let's see, I can't even remember what I left off with on, I know that wasn't a really big book talk, sorry. Then I was listening to podcasts this week, and I was listening to I gotta remember which one it was now. True Crime All the Time Unsolved, and they were talking about this 10-year-old boy who, was this really, really smart kid. He lived with his mom, and he was killed in the middle of the night. And she heard him, she goes in, after him, and they just, basically she got accused of killing her own son when he didn't do it. There was this, I forget now what his name is, he was a serial killer, and he was already in prison for other murders, and a reporter was, I guess, interviewing him, and they were talking. The reporter was telling him that she, had to do this, was doing this interview with, the mother, and he says, well, and that she was the one that had been, charged with killing her son, and, she didn't go into detail. Well, come to find out, he's the one that killed the boy. But nobody would believe, not even the prosecutor. And I was just like, how can you not believe somebody when you've got a man that confesses, even though he's in prison, for something else, he confesses He has no reason to confess. You know, he's not getting anything out of it. And I was just listening to this, and I felt so bad for this mother because, you know, she was going to school, she was working, you know, she doted on her son. It was her only child, and it just, being a mother myself, and I know a lot of us can relate to this, but being a mother myself, if I was accused of doing that, oh my gosh, I would have totally, you know. But I was just like, there's no way. And the mother maintained her innocence anyway. Now, I don't know if she's out. I haven't finished listening to the whole thing. But because I still have like 10 or 11 minutes left in it. So that was that whole that was that whole thing. And excuse me, my poor nose this morning. I found a new podcast the other day, and I haven't had time to listen to it. It's called Criminology. I think it's what it's called. Yes, Criminology. And the people one of the hosts from True Crime All the Time is the one that does this podcast. So I haven't really had time to sit down and listen to it. So, and now that y'all don't think this is funny, I had, because I don't know if I could ever do this, I had somebody, actually it was my son, not little dude, but my other son, and a couple other people, actually my best friend, she, I guess she was listening to one of my book talk videos, and she said, you know, you could do a podcast. And I said, huh? She said, you could do one on true crime. Okay. First of all, I wouldn't even know how to start. Second of all, I wouldn't even know how to, you know, I don't even know where, you know, people that do those kinds of, you know, do the true crime broadcast, where they find their information. So I just looked at them all like, you're funny. I mean, have I thought about it? Sure. Do I want to do it? No, I don't know. I have so much on my plate right now. Just trying to there'd be no way. So, but that's okay. And I mean, but it is a cool idea. The only issue is you don't make I'm not saying, you know, I'm money hungry, far from it, but you know, I just don't know how people like that make money. That's something I've never, I don't know, maybe they get it from Patreon, I don't know. And I'm still trying to figure out how that works. So, before I even, you know, like, I'm just like exploring that, because I know a couple other creators have started using Patreon. So, and I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I'm just curious. I was just, you know, I went on their website and started looking around to see, you know, what exactly it's all about. But anyway, so gosh, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. See, when it comes to, I feel bad because I didn't read a whole lot this week. So I can't very well give you a really, and I didn't listen to podcasts all week except just that one episode. So I kind of feel like, so let's see. I did start listening to Patricia Cromwell, and it's called Black Notice. I haven't, I just started listening to it yesterday. It says, following the postmortem of a stowaway, which reveals neither case of death nor identity, Dr. Scarpetta travels to Paris in search of information. In Paris, she's given a secret mission, which could possibly ruin her career. And I feel like I'm kind of skipping around, but I kind of know what, know the storyline to that, to, the Scarpetta, but I still haven't finished her, or haven't started her second book. So, yeah. So I might work on that this week too, because I need to get that done. It's sitting over here by my recliner, not doing anything. So, and I'm having problems today with these damn drills. They want to like, I put them on the right way, and then, oh yeah, they want to twist. So, there. Got it. So, and I do have her other one. It's called The Last Precinct. And I haven't started that one yet. That's going to be one that I'm going to start next. I want to do it in order, but I can't seem to find an actual list of... I know that the first three, I have the first three, but of her books, but I don't know what comes after the third one. So I have to, I guess, Google it and see if I can find it. If anybody, finds the list, please, 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 please let me know. Because, yeah, I'm trying to find... I'm telling you, these girls are just not cooperating today. So, that being said, since I'm done with book talk, I guess I can kind of bring you up to date on what's been going on around here. Not a whole lot. I've just been trying to get back in the swing of things. I know I say this every video. It's like I'm not really motivated, and it's not my depression. I'm not lazy, but I just feel like I'm procrastinating, I guess. Like, I didn't do a floss tube video this week, and I really, 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 really need to. And I haven't cross-stitched at all this week, and I thought I had found a, some kind of a, routine, groove, or whatever for cross-stitch and all that stuff. And, I was doing pretty good, but now, yeah, it's like, no. So it's, and I think a part of it is me. I just, once I finish diamond painting, for the day or whatever, I go and sit in my excuse me, guys. Once I finish diamond painting for the day, I go and sit, you know, in the recliner, and then it's like, oh, I have cross stitch that I want to work on. And I don't always get to, which kind of, you know, and it's just like, it's calling to me, but then again, I don't want to work on it. And that's sad. It really is. So, yeah, I have to get myself back into some kind of groove, rotation, and whatever. So, hopefully. Darn it, I did it again. I'm about sick of these girls wanting to turn however they want to turn. You put them down the right way and then they want to turn. But anyway. So. Oh, and my son asked me the other day how I was, or made the suggestion actually about, now I don't know, I've never heard of this, so maybe somebody can tell me, where you can put like how many views up on your screen when you're recording or whatever. And I was just like, what? Now, I don't know. I don't know anything about it. You know, I know how to work the video camera. I know how to do YouTube. I know how to do this, do that, and that's about it. So, yeah. And I just looked at him and I was like, why do I want to know all that? And, so, and I did, Diamond in the Rough had, was telling me, actually I asked her about this software. It's called OBS. And I found it and I downloaded it onto my laptop. Now, I'm trying to figure out how to use it on my laptop and use my external webcam, because I want to try to do a live stream using it. So I've got to work on that and figure that out, because yeah, I tried to do it myself and that didn't work. So I'm sorry guys, this is going to be a short book talk and whatever, because yeah, and I was kind of disappointed. I don't want to say I was upset, depressed, mad, hurt, whatever. Well, I don't know, you know, and I'm letting it roll off my back. I was looking at my subscriber number, and I'm not, you know, I'm not upset, because, you know, it's at this point I could care less, you know. And I know why. I think I know why, and that's another day, another subject, and I'm not getting into it. But I'm just, I guess, I don't know, I don't want to say frustrated. I guess I'm kind of hurt, I had 527 subscribers. Now it's down to 525, which, okay, fine, whatever. It's no big deal. I don't, I don't usually let it bother me, and it hasn't really bothered me. And I don't know if it's because of all the, craziness that's been going on in the community where, there's a lot of, backstabbing, people trying to get people to do this, take sides, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? I really don't care. I really don't. And, I talked to a couple other creators on the phone a couple of days ago, and I at first it bothered me, but I really don't. At this point, I could give two flying, craps, shits, whatever, at this point. And because, I bust my butt every day. Well, yeah, but every day. To try to come up with, ideas, except for the Drill With Me ideas for diamond painting. I try to come up with ideas for my floss tube. I try to come up with ideas for my diamond tube. And I bust my butt all day long. I sit down, I write these ideas down, and I work my butt off. So, if there are one or two people that have issues and have a burr up their, wherever, that's on them. So, and I'll probably lose a couple more subscribers today because of it. But, you know what I say? Oh, well. Because I'm doing my channel the way I want to do my channel. So. And it's all good. So, and I've been listening to, actually watching a couple of coloring videos. And I'm telling you, I am still learning the blending technique, and the shading, and oh my gosh. Okay. Did not realize that, yeah. I mean, granted, it's fun. I just didn't realize that it was just, okay. So I'm learning. I'm getting there. Usually I can watch a video and, get the technique down. So I'm still, I don't know, maybe it's me making it harder than it is. I don't know. We're going to keep watching videos today and see what, if I can come up with a technique for myself. I do know one thing. Everybody's been getting this one coloring book. It's Mandy Manzano. Oh my God. I have to get that book. And I put it in my cart name. Actually on my wish list in Amazon. So, yeah. And I did put the Prisma coloring pencils in my wish list. I told you, once I start a hobby, I go all in. Trust me. So, and I'm trying to set up a color with me with Sky, with little dude. He wants to do that one day. Just sit and, color it with his crayons and color, and me color in mine, and, y'all sit and watch us color. So, but I want to get a little better at it before I attempt to do that. I think that's it, guys. And I feel awful because I don't have that much in way of reading wise to talk to you about. And usually, you know, the whole thing, and usually I have a notebook sitting here. So like I said, it's been like, yeah. So I promise I'll be better prepared next week. So, but that's it for this week for book talk. And again, I'm going to put book talks on Thursdays. So that way, you know, I don't know why, but I think it's, you know, a whole lot easier for me this way. Don't ask me. I don't know. And because I guess because it kind of felt weird to have book talk on Friday and then turn around and have my live on Saturday. So I figured I'd kind of break that little, you know, monotony up there. So, but again, that's it for this week, guys. And I apologize for not having a whole lot to share with you in reading wise. And, but until next time, I will see you all next week. Have a great day. If you like the video, please hit like if you're subscribed. Or if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And have a great day and keep reading. And God bless.